Let me say something though. The reason why this conversation is so important, there is no other program in the city of Detroit. There is no other radio program in the city of Detroit. There is no other radio program in this region. There is no other radio program with this reach like 910 AM Superstation, the reach that we have, that is delving on an issue like this every week. No one is doing this, and there is no one out there who is speaking in this way other than you. And what I wanted to say about the conversation, because as you're speaking, and I'm thinking, it's like, this is not something that black people are taught in college.
Mm.
You understand? I mean, they don't teach you this on the job.
Well, there's a lot they don't teach in college.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yet all of these factors of life,
Yeah.
you know, affect us.
Oh, they do, absolutely.
You know, our sustenance,
Yeah.
our relevance, you know, our endurance is predicated largely on the law.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
You know, and so these things are not, you know, it's like, I mean, you have to go, you know, you have to go to a specialized seminar to hear this kind of conversation, because this doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, and I think a lot of the times that doesn't happen also is because even lawyers, even in law school, we learn how to use the law. We learn how to find it, how to research it, how to apply it, how to, you know, find the rules, all these things. There's a very formulaic approach to
Right.
how we study the law. But it oftentimes, almost 100%, you know, is not practically applied. And even if it is, it's maybe through a clinic or something like that. But you really don't, and that's why it's called practice, you really don't get the best out of it until you're actually out there in the field with real people. And you're considering the human approach to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not just looking at them as a case,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or just as a court number. Or
You're putting a human face to it.
Well, not just human face, but human emotions. Like, I mean,
Right.
with my clients, I know them, right? And a lot of them, I've talked to their families, I've met their parents or their children, because they care about them, right? And that's why they're seeking to solve the problem that they have, because it's affecting them. They're trying to take care of parents, they're trying to take care of their kids, but they have this nagging legal issue that is also stressing them and affecting the lives of their families. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know, and we know that inherently, I think, as, you know, just human beings, but we don't do a good job of expressing that in our work. You know, I think a lot of times we get really just kind of bogged down in what the law is, what the law says, and, you know, all these things, or whatever it is, what the media is saying here, what the media is saying, you know, anything.
It's just like we're in a cog in a machine,
Right,
you know, keep winding.
Right, and we don't have to be in that. You know, we can take a step back and say, okay, is this machine working?
Right,
if
right,
it's not working, let me build my own machine to
or
work for me.
or this individual is in a state of declination. Is there a will and estate planning in place?
Well, before that even happens, that's
Before,
when you want to
exactly.
consider it, right?
Exactly.
Right. And, you know, and I think that's another thing, is that we're so used to, we have an idea of who needs it and when they need it, and you don't know when that's going to happen.
That's right.
You know, I mean, and just because you're older doesn't mean that's the time for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, a lot of times to do it is when you're younger. But young people don't take that approach. You know, young people think that they have so many years. They have so many years ahead of them that they're not thinking, and they don't want to feel like somber and, you know, taking that move back. But I mean, honestly, that's the best time to do it.
They think being a youth and mortality are an oxymoron. That's what they think, which is not the case.
No.